Okay.
What they do with this subject to that where it stays in your name, but they end up paying the mortgage and they go ahead, Brian. I'm going to have you explain that.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Monica, how's it going?
Hello, good morning, Ryan.
Hey, yeah, so kind of as Christina was explaining there, basically what I would be doing is coming in and taking over your existing payments. And
Okay.
the loan would be staying in your name, as she mentioned. And then I would be
Okay.
paying Christina's commission and I would cover all the closing costs. So you wouldn't have to come out of pocket with any money. Essentially, you just be able to move on to wherever you're moving to next.
Okay.
So, do you have any specific questions in regards to that, or kind of what that would look
So
like?
when okay, so you'll be taking over my parents and everything, but so as I say, I'm still gonna be on the mortgage. When will I not be in the mortgage or taken off?
Yeah, good question. So that can kind of vary. It really just depends. I would say most of my sellers, it's probably staying in their name for anywhere from maybe 7 to 10 years on average. But it really just depends. Like if interest rates drop, then I can refinance a house to get a lower payment. Or if I have a ton of equity in it, sometimes I'll refinance it. But per the contract, it's going to state that it will be in your name for the life of the loan.
Okay. How much time do I have to just talk about it over with my wife? And she should be out today. Just need to see my other options as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
okay. You have to be on the good side. I really do.
I've got a couple of questions while we're all on the phone. Ryan, what happens if you all don't make the payments?
Yeah, good question. So, if I don't make a payment, what will happen is we have a third party servicing company where they'll pull the money out of my account and then they'll pay your lender. I don't know who your lender is, but let's just say it's like Chase or Freedom Mortgage or something. I don't know. And they'll pay them directly. And we'll have a pre signed deed in lieu of foreclosure. So that means you won't have to foreclose on me if I ever missed a payment. If I just missed that payment, then that servicing company would hand over the deed to you. You could take it down to the county and you would get to take the house back. And then you could call, Christina again and be like, hey, I want to resell it. And, let's say this is 7 to 10 years down the road or something like that. I mean, it would probably be worth more money then. And, then you could probably start making some money on it.
And then the other thing, Ryan, is I wanted to ask is it will continue to tie up her VA entitlement. I don't know if she has anything additional over what this particular house is.
Yeah.
And that would all depend. That would be a question we might need to ask the VA, Monica.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask as well. Like, if I wanna get another house, either here or some, somebody in Texas, like, would that affect me having the mortgage open here?
Yeah. So, okay. So you're moving to Texas, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So, every county is different, but I could connect you with a lender in Texas who specializes in like VA loans, and they could kind of walk you through the process. But generally, the way that the VA works is you can have what's called a departure residence, which would be this one here that you would be leaving, and then you can get a second home loan through the VA at 100% financed, depending on how much eligibility you have left on that, and they would be able to walk you through that based off of the county limits wherever you're at in Texas.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's you could possibly, because it's going to show, this is not going to show up on your debt. So once they take it over and start paying it, it's not going to show up as debt to be factored into the debt to income ratio. The only issue would be if you decided to buy another house and wanted to use your VA loan, you would have to make sure that you had enough entitlement according to the amount that you owe on this one versus any other one that you wanted to buy. Now, that doesn't necessarily stop you from being able to do a conventional loan or an FHA. Is that correct?
Right. She could definitely get a conventional or an FHA. But I think with this one, I think her loan balance was around like 297 or something like that. So, I mean, you could probably easily get another loan through the VA, like I said, you would just have to ask them, like, hey, if I wanted to get a second home loan in, I don't know where you're moving to, in San Antonio or Dallas or wherever, but if I wanted to get a second home loan there, you know, how much could I qualify for? And I still have this other property as my departure residence. That's all you would have to tell them. And then they would be able to tell you exactly what that would be. But I mean, since this balance is so low, you could, I mean, just off the top of my head, I'm probably guessing you could probably easily get qualified or get, you know, another $400,000 at 100% finance through the VA.
Okay. With your entitlement, and again, that's gonna depend on the VA.
Right.
On how much you have. So can you get her in touch with that person and get him on the phone at some point today so she would know that?
Yeah, I can definitely connect you guys. Her name's Liz, the lender, and I'll have her kind of, you know, walk you through that and see if we can all get on a call or if she's just able to give you a call if that works too. Because I know she'll need some like additional information from you in order to figure out the limit.
Okay. Yeah, if she would do that, just so she knows, you know, what she would qualify for if she used another VA loan. And if this one was in the subject to, even though it's still in her name, but she's not counting it as debt.
Okay.
So that she did go to Texas and they did decide to buy something else down there, she would know how much entitlement she has left.
Okay. And where in Texas are you moving to, Monica?
To Laredo, Texas. Close to the border.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll call Liz and see if she has some time available, and then she can walk you through kind of how to figure that out, and then we can go from there. Do you want it to be like a 3-way call with me, you, her, or 4-way, Christina, however that works, or I just don't know what information she'll need.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me.
And then just one more question. I'm sorry. How about the house insurance? Like I wouldn't have to pay for that either, right? You guys would take over pretty much all that.
Yeah, we would take over. We would be responsible for the insurance, taxes, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to pay anything toward it, or they would do the HOA as well.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would just pay everything that was involved with that house.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it just depends on whether you want to buy another one down the road in the next 5 years or so, what entitlement is, and I think that's probably what we need to find out. So Ryan, if you can get Liz on the phone sometime today and then give us a call. Monica, what's your availability today?
Anytime. Right now,
You're back here in Arizona, right?
Okay.
You're back here in Arizona.
Yes, I'm back here in Arizona for maybe like a week or so, probably 2.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Ryan, if you could get something today and find out from Liz today, and then she can talk to Monica while we're all on the phone and help her figure out how much more entitlement she has. That if she did want to do that, it would probably help her make a decision.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. That sounds like a plan. I'll give Liz a call and then see when she's available, and I'll try to get all of us together, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, if you just want to shoot a text message to us and let us know what time you're going to, you can set up that conference call.
Okay.
Or call, and then we can get back on the phone, and then, you know, then she can talk about it with her wife, and they can decide if this is the right thing for them.
Right. Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, thanks so much. All right, Monica, we'll be in touch with you a little bit later on, Monica.
Yes. Okay, I'll be available. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, you got it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Ryan.